Hi everybody, Dan Elman here with the DRF race of the day for Tuesday, September 29th. Let's throw up the field for race number 8 at Fort Erie. It is the second jewel in Canada's Triple Crown, the $400,000 Prince of Wales Stakes at a mile and 3/16 on the dirt. The Queen's Plate winner is here. That is the number 2 Mighty Heart, the 7-5 morning line favorite. 99 Beyer speed figure in the Queen's Plate, and if he runs back to that performance, he is going to be very, very tough to beat. You can download free Formulator past performances for this race on the Race of the Day event page at DRF.com. Access them, handicap along with me. We'll start by taking a look at the Timeform US pace projector. Timeform US has the 7 Tecumseh's War out there on the early lead, along with the 2 Mighty Heart, the 1 True Believe. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, in my opinion. I think the 2 Mighty Heart, who went gate to wire in the Queen's Plate, I think he's probably going to try to get forward again, if not outright on the early lead. I think it depends on what they do with the 1 True Believe, who removes blinkers after being close in the Queen's Plate last time out. If they send True Believe from the inside post, I don't think it's going to bother Mighty Heart at all. I think Mighty Heart's going to sit second, just off of the early speed to get first run on the closers turning into the stretch. He's versatile enough to sit second off of another horse. Tecumseh's War, I have a feeling, is going to be tracking 3 wide. Let's talk about True Believe a little bit. He's won a couple of sprint races. He's got kind of a sprinty pedigree on the bottom, being a half-brother to the Grade 1 synthetic stakes-placed runner Rush with Thunder. Now, he is a half to 2 dirt winners. His dam 1 sprinting on the dirt, so there is some dirt pedigree in here. He has some speed, but he was 107 to 1 in the Queen's Plate. He tracked the pace while on the advantageous inside footing, and he just didn't have it in the stretch. And you have to wonder if True Believe classes up with these horses at the end of the day. Let's watch the Queen's Plate. We're going to see the number 2 Mighty Heart. He's drawing away in the stretch. He'll hop back to his left lead late, but he's never threatened, and he earned a 99 Beyer speed figure. The game One-Eyed Colt took advantage of some things that day. It was a beautiful ride. You had to be close to the pace. You had to be near the rail at Woodbine on Queen's Plate Day. And despite breaking from post 13 in a 14-horse field, Mighty Heart was able to get to the lead, get to the inside, was able to back down the fractions during the third quarter mile, and sprinted on home. All that added up to a $28 mutual. Now he's going to try dirt again. He's only raced once on the dirt in his career. It was his career debut in an off-the-turf race at the fairgrounds. And he might not have the same candy, pace, and bias situation that worked in his favor last time out. Then again, it might not matter. Runs a 99 Beyer speed figure again, he's winning. If he regresses 10 points, he's likely going to be very close to winning. He's obviously the horse to beat. I'm not way against Mighty Heart, but there's always that little tickling feeling in the back of my mind that says, I'm not sure I want to play a short-priced horse that just won at $30 when he had the best of it. The 3 is Dotted Line, and Dotted Line ran 7th in the Queen's Plate after running 3rd in the plate trial, and he was on the outside in the Queen's Plate, and if you think that the rail was very good, as I do, maybe you want to forgive Dotted Line a little bit. He's got some dirt pedigree. The dam won 7 races on the dirt, and Dotted Line has a little bit of tactical speed. I'm a little concerned about the mile and 3/16. Obviously, a little bit better for him than the mile and a quarter. And if this pace heats up, I think Dotted Line can slot in the second flight, ready to take first run, along with the number 2, the horse to beat Mighty Heart. Red Mercury is the number 4. Red Mercury is one of 3 maidens that we'll be discussing next. Red Mercury will be making his return to dirt. And I think the reason is here is because he seems to appreciate distance, and his best ever race came on the dirt 3 starts back at Fort Erie, where he was only beaten the neck, but that was a 6-furlong race. They ran him on turf last time out. He didn't run very well at Woodbine. The 8th place horse, a horse that Red Mercury finished directly ahead of, came back to run 2nd and made an optional claimer on turf with a 59 Beyer speed figure. I think they're taking a shot here with Red Mercury. He's going to have to do better. The 5 is Enchantment. This is another maiden. This horse just missed last time out at Woodbine, beaten by Muskoka Giant, who's also in this field. The Sire Magician was really a turf horse, but the dam won a couple of races on the dirt, and Enchantment is a half to 1 dirt winner. Another maiden that needs to improve by leaps and bounds from a Beyer speed figure standpoint if he's going to threaten the top contenders in this race. I think Bold Victory might be a sleeper for the Mark Casse barn. He's by Flatter, and Flatter's a really good dirt sire. I'm not sure I love the Flatters on synthetic and turf. And Bold Victory's raced 3 starts back at Aqueduct. His one and only race on dirt was his best effort by a long way. He was only beaten a length that day. He raced wide. I think the outside was the best part of the track at Aqueduct on that afternoon. But Bold Victory ran pretty well, and he is certainly bred to get the distance. Maybe if you're looking for someone not coming out of the Queen's Plate, its bold victory. The 7 is Tecumseh's War, and Tecumseh's War, I thought, all in all, had a decent enough trip in the Queen's Plate. He broke from the far outside post, but he got right outside the winner in the 2-path on the backstretch. He was hard-ridden on the turn, never could get to Mighty Heart, and Emma Jane Wilson wisely dropped this horse down to the preferred inside footing after Tecumseh's War was beaten, and I think that helped him stay on to grab 4th money. He might be a little bit better on dirt. The Dam won a couple of races on dirt. I don't mind the summer fronts on dirt, and I like this horse's tactical speed. He has to prove it against stakes competition. They ran him in the Queenston. It didn't work out. They ran him in the Queen's Plate. He tired. I think turning back a mile to a mile and 3/16 is going to work into his advantage, and it'll be a decent price yet again. Muskoka Giant is the number 8, and this horse is really bred for dirt. He's by Curlin. The second Dam, Catch the Ring, was a quality long-distance dirt stakes winner in Canada on the go-back. This horse was a maiden winner on turf 2 starts back. Wasn't embarrassed most recently at Woodbine on September the 7th. Decent enough performance first time against winners. Another horse that has to improve, but does have that dirt pedigree that makes him interesting. The 9 Clayton is the second choice on the morning line. He won the plate trial 2 starts back, and he might have been the horse compromised the most by the bias in the Queen's Plate. He made a strong 3-wide move into contention at about the 5/16 pole, and then he flattened out. What I don't like about Clayton is that he is very bad changing leads. He does not change leads in his last 2 races. He didn't need to win the plate trial, but he was flailing on his left lead all the way down to the wire in the Queen's Plate while giving up ground. And I think in these longer distance races, a horse like Clayton's going to need that energy boost that changing leads provides. Maybe he will just simply handle the dirt better and he'll move over it better. I'm not sure I want to take Clayton at 5-2 off that tiring effort last time out. He is certainly a quality horse, and a mile and 3/16 is okay for him. We take a look at my top picks in here, and I have to be honest with you, I'm really not against the 2 Mighty Heart that much. It's just that the price to me, compared to what the price he was last time out, is going to be way shorter. You have to use Mighty Heart in any kind of multiple race wagers. Maybe if I can go against him, it would be with the 7, Tecumseh's War, who I thought ran okay in the Queen's Plate last time out. He was outside of Mighty Heart for most of the way, and then he dropped down inside late. Obviously has to improve, but I think he can trip out, sitting 3rd off the speeds, and maybe he can confront Mighty Heart turning into the stretch. Again, Mighty Heart way the horse to beat, not way against him. Maybe a little more value with the 7, Tecumseh's War, in the second jewel of Canada's Triple Crown, the Prince of Wales. Race number 8 at Fort Erie on Tuesday is an approximate post time of 5:37 Eastern. Best of luck.